Okay, so you want to own McDonald's. Picture it. The golden arches lit up at 2 a.m., a drive-through line that never stops, a cash register ringing every 90 seconds. That's the dream. People assume you just buy the sign, flip the switch, and the money prints itself. Here's what actually happens. The average McDonald's franchise generates around $3.6 million a year in sales. And the average franchisee walks away with somewhere between $150,000 and $200,000 a year in actual profit. Same golden arches. Wildly different outcomes depending on the location, the lease, and the debt. Before we talk about money, you need to understand what you're actually buying. You're not buying a restaurant. You are buying entry into one of the most tightly controlled operating systems in the world. McDonald's Corporation dictates the menu, the suppliers, the cooking times, the layout of the kitchen, even the temperature the fries come out at. You don't get to improvise. What you're really purchasing is the right to operate inside someone else's machine. That right is not cheap. The total initial investment to open a single McDonald's ranges from about $1.3 million to $2.3 million, depending on a market and whether you're building new or buying an existing location. Of that, you need $500,000 to $1 million in liquid, unborrowed cash just to qualify. McDonald's will not let you finance your way in with debt alone. They want to see that you can survive a bad year before you serve a single fry. Then there's the franchise fee itself, roughly $45,000, which is almost a rounding error compared to everything else. The real cost is the build-out, the kitchen equipment, the dual drive-through lanes, the digital menu boards, the playground if the location calls for one. And here's the part most people don't expect. In most cases, you don't even own the land or the building. McDonald's does. The corporation buys or leases the real estate itself, then turns around and leases it to you, the franchisee, at a markup. That single decision, made decades ago, is why McDonald's is often described less as a burger company and more as one of the largest real estate holders on earth. That lease is where the real money moves. You pay a base rent, plus what's called percentage rent, typically an additional cut of your sales once you cross a certain threshold, often adding up to somewhere around 8.5% of gross sales going straight to McDonald's and rent alone. On top of that, there's a service fee, currently around 4% of gross sales, that funds corporate operations, and a separate marketing fund contribution, often another 4%, that pays for the national ad campaigns you see during football games. Add it up, and before you've paid a single employee, roughly 16 to 17% of every dollar that walks through your door is already spoken for. Now the labor. A single location runs on 30 to 50 employees, mostly part-time, cycling through breakfast, lunch, and dinner rushes. Labor typically eats up 25 to 30% of revenue. Food and paper costs, the beef, the buns, the oil, the packaging, take another 30 to 33%, and McDonald's requires you to buy almost all of it from approved suppliers at set prices. You don't get to shop around for a cheaper bun. So stack it up. Rent and fees around 17%. Food costs around 32%. Labor around 28%. Utilities, insurance, repairs, another 6 to 8%. By the time you're done, a well-run location clears somewhere between 10 and 15% in operating profit before debt service. On $3.6 million in sales, that's roughly $450,000 to $500,000 in cash flow. But remember that upfront debt. Most franchisees finance a large chunk of that $1.30 to $2.30 million build-out, and loan payments can eat a third or more of that operating profit in the early years. This is why the real fortunes in the McDonald's system are rarely made from one restaurant. They're made by owners who grow into multi-unit operators, 10, 20, sometimes 50 locations, spreading fixed corporate overhead across many stores and negotiating better terms as their footprint grows. A single McDonald's is a demanding, thin-margin small business. A portfolio of them, backed by one of the most efficient supply chains and real estate operations ever built, is something else entirely. And that gap between the single owner-operator grinding out a decent living and the multi-unit franchisee building real wealth is the actual story of what it means to own a McDonald's.